Okay. Hello everyone, once again, welcome to my daily vlogging thing where I talk about X, Y, Epsilon and nothing really essential to life, but mainly to my talking to my future self. But I think I will feel very. Oh, it's the amazing smelling flower again. No, it really smells nice, so I think we all should like take always a small break to smell the flowers around us. Okay, way too many people for me to do my monologues. I was just gonna say, yeah, it is a nice thing to smell flowers, and I'm also looking forward to listen to these things. Oh, that's the cutest thing that I saw today. This beautiful cat. I'm looking forward to listen. Oh, wow, I haven't seen these flowers. Oh, it smells so nice, so beautiful. Wow, 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 this is smelling so nice. I get easily distracted if someone hasn't realized this. I don't know how I will develop in the future, but yeah, I love flowers. Um, and I pay attention to seeing them, kinda. Oh, birdies. Hello. Um, but yeah, I get way too easily distracted by everything possible. So this is one of the things I hope that I can focus more. But I think honestly, I was someone who could focus very well. Like studying 10, 12 hours in a go was not a issue for me, but started becoming an issue after really having for the first time a phone, and with the increasing access to internet, etc. Really, I fully lost focus. And I think it's so difficult to gain it back. It needs a lot of discipline, and I really hope that once I listen to this in 10 years or whatever, I have this focus again, because I miss it. Like I miss just being able to sit for 10 hours and study. No distraction, just because you want to study, so you study. But now I get like a call or a notification or whatever, and oops, distracted so easily. Yeah. So this is something I would say I'm trying to work on. Yeah. So what I wanted to say today was, I just was at a opening event of a company that is next to my department, an industrial company focusing on research and med tech or whatever. Well, it's just nice to seeing industry people like properly dressed once in a while, and out of the researchers who sometimes are questionable. So this was certainly a nice exposure. And also I honestly went only because there is my former colleague from the lab, who finished his PhD and is now hired over this company as well. So I actually just wanted to see kind of my former colleague, because it's a nice guy, has some issues, but at the end, I mean, he knows he has some issues, but at the end of the day, good-hearted person. And I'm not sure if he really likes me, but I like him. So and as long as he doesn't say to me, hey, get out of my way, I will keep seeing him, I guess, once in a while. It's like one of these people like you don't see often, you see very rarely, but when you talk, it's like kind of cool. It's like, yeah, we stopped talking, but we still get along, and we still appreciate this conversation, even if it's not much. And I like to maintain these type of friendships or connections, especially. But yeah, he introduced me to someone from HR, and really this HR lady was funny, also really skilled. Like just the fact we met at the beginning, and at the end when I was going out, she heard my name only once, and she was like at the end, oh bye, and then she said my name. I was like, whoa, crazy, like you still remember. Because I come from a medical background, the majority of the doctors that I was surrounded by never remembered a name. So, but yeah, she really knows, I guess, how to deal with people. Yeah, but it was a nice experience. They had a nice buffet and can't complain. I don't like this area. It's like the drug dealer area here a bit, so it's not my favorite part of the city, and I feel like any moment someone could pull my backpack, and very likely the guys next to me were just buying or selling drugs. So yeah, it's not the best part of the city, I would say. Cute old man. Some children in the public non-swimming pool. Oh girl, don't drink that water. But yeah, I guess it builds up the immune system. Sometimes I think we'd use this too much of an excuse, like, oh, it builds up your immune system, but does it really? To drink from water that people are like, I don't know what's all in this water. Even there's a current flow and it's getting constantly new water in. I would not my children. I mean, if they do, you cannot kind of stop it, because children, they don't really understand the concept of dirt or non-clean water. So I guess it's difficult for them to explain, but still, no. So yeah, that was one thing. I'm rethinking, because the HR lady was like, yeah, you just send me your CV. And also because the buildings are so close to each other, she was like, yeah, and we'll see us. And I just think, not because I want a job necessarily right now in industry, but this lady was so fun. Like, really, she saw through you. She knew with whom she's talking. I don't have to explain myself to her. She knows already, kind of. She really gave me that feeling. Someone just... I can imagine she's good in her job. So I might just pass by her office to show her around my own department, for the sake of being exposed to someone I would consider as a pretty straightforward and cool person. I'm not sure if something is still recognizable in the camera, because there's a lot of light. Yeah, it's also really warm. I don't like summer. Really do not like it. I like spring. I like autumn. But summer is like warm. Next week I will be going to a summer school. This is gonna be really fun. Obviously sarcastically, because I don't know, I'm not the person. I think I want to stay open-minded and think it's gonna be good and fun, but I am really also someone who appreciates her own time, like being by herself and not exposed to any other people. So this is gonna be a bit difficult. Being currently for 5 days fully exposed to people, but yeah, I guess I will deal with it, and I will do my best just to survive. So, I mean, I'm either way not someone who is regularly recording these things, but next week certainly not. Just like for 5 days being under people is for me a really long time. And I'm really questioning how I will do after the third day. Because also we will have shared rooms. So yeah, constantly basically being exposed to someone. Oh, the old grandpa is cruising around. One thing I don't like about this bridge, for example, they have these fake, not fake, they are real, but these cups with those plants, and they're not really providing any shadow. It's just a joke. Also, these trees are way too young to provide any shadow. But I guess they could not have higher ones because I can imagine that it's too unstable if there is like high wind, and that they might just tilt and fall. So, but it's really a joke. I like the city really said, and I can imagine like that's one of these things. Just the cost of it must be like around, I don't know, 5,000 just for the sake of transportation, then placing them, maintenance, just also this big cup that has to have a special design, and probably they are not going to be kept here, so they will be collected over winter or whatever. Just such a high maintenance cost for what? Just a joke, honestly. It's just taking away the space on this walking passenger or whatever way, not really providing anything back. I mean, if there is a conceptual mistake in this bridge by not having considered to have something green on it, then you can just not, this is not the way to fix your mistake, I would say. Not this, really. It looks like a joke, it is a joke. Sorry, plant. This building is so disgusting. Like, you would expect a slightly better looking building at this location, but no. It's really one of the... It really needs to just have a color that is looking better. Needs to be maintained a bit, and it would look so much better, and also just cheer up the whole environment. But this now is just tragedy. I have to say, Industry has quite good snacks that they offer during their events, so this I cannot decline. Way better than Academia. I think like I could also work for Industry. I have no issues with this because I just don't know what I want to necessarily do in my life or where I want to go, and if it seems to be meaningful and makes sense, I'm open to work for it. But I just have to have the feeling of what I do is not just stupid work. And I was listening to a podcast about really people doing stupid work, and yeah, we really sometimes live in the society where you don't question the work you do. Even if you do, you prefer not to question because you know that people don't rely on the job you do. Either way, and one last thing. So this is today I'm going to find out if I can still trust in humanity or not, because I had some chairs. So I received, when I moved here into the city, I received from my parents 2 chairs because I had no furniture. So for my kitchen I received 2 chairs, and one thing is they got them from some garbage because they found them and they looked good, so they were useful. So, and I don't like investing in money in stuff that I'm going to trash, or if I know I'm going to move out here soon, I don't want to invest in furniture. I want to keep it really simple. Generally don't like to invest money in materialistic stuff because, hey, if my flat burns down, it's gone. Like, yeah, it was nice to look at, but yeah, it's just nothing that I would really consciously remember, oh, how beautiful my furniture was or something. So yeah, either way. And I later found out, when I was looking for something secondhand on the internet, I saw someone selling the same chairs, which were already broken, for a ridiculous high price, just to find out actually those were designer chairs and they're quite expensive and they can be fixed. So I had 2 of them and I tried now to sell them, and the guy said, oh, I can only pick them up at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, well, okay. Then I put them outside, or well, I didn't say it, he said it, I should. So I was like, okay, because I really see it as a garbage, and if I can get rid of my garbage, for me it's a win. Now I put them outside this morning, and in theory he should have come and picked them up and put the money into my letterbox. And I'm really curious when I now go home to see if this really happened, or if he fooled me and he just in theory then stole those chairs. Yeah, I really hope he put the money in, because I mean, I knew that it's easy. Like, he can just take the chairs, delete his account, become untrackable for me, and that's it. Untraceable. So this risk is there, and I'm really conscious about it. But for me, I thought also, hey, if this dude really now steals those chairs, what does it matter? Because at the end, me having to trash these chairs would cost money. So I'm at least getting rid of that cost. So for me, it's a win-win situation regardless of anything. But I really hope he put some money into my letterbox, just for the sake of for the next time, can trust people. And yeah, we will see this, and I keep you updated. If I forget to mention it and you're curious what happened, let me know. And now I'm going to stop because I'm entering a public park. Very likely there might be someone I know, and there are also way too many people for me to keep on talking. So wish you a nice evening, and looking forward to meet whoever I meet on the next Study With Me session.